Welcome back to Tennis Desk, where today we are diving into a match that had everyone in the tennis world holding their breath. It was a classic David versus Goliath story, but with a modern WTA twist. We're talking about the rising star from the Philippines, Alex Eala, going toe-to-toe with the former Roland Garros champion and 2024 Linz winner, Jelena Ostapenko. This wasn't just any second-round match. This was a high-stakes encounter at the Upper Austria Ladies Linz, and the drama that unfolded on that court was enough to fill a season finale. Imagine the scene. You've got a 20-year-old in Alex Eala, who has been the talk of the tour after her meteoric rise into the top 50. She's young, she's hungry, and she's already shown that she isn't intimidated by big names. Across the net stands Jelena Ostapenko, a player known for having one of the most explosive, and sometimes unpredictable, games in women's tennis. When Ostapenko is on, she's nearly unplayable, painting lines with a flat power that leaves opponents rooted to the spot. But when she's off, the errors can fly. The question going into this match was simple: could Eala's defensive grit and tactical intelligence withstand the sheer weight of Ostapenko's shot-making? The match started with an intensity that set the tone for the afternoon. In the opening set, it was actually Eala who looked like the veteran. She was moving beautifully, sliding into her defensive positions and forcing Ostapenko to play one more ball. This is exactly how you beat a power hitter like Jelena. You make them work, you make them doubt their margins. By the sixth game, Eala's pressure paid off as she secured a break to lead 4-2. The crowd was buzzing. Could the young Filipina really pull this off? But that's the thing about champions like Ostapenko, they have a higher gear. Just when it looked like Eala might run away with the set, the Latvian tightened her game. She stopped missing the lines and started hitting them. Ostapenko reeled off 4 consecutive games, a brutal display of offensive tennis that saw her snatch the first set 6-4 from right under Eala's nose. It was a heartbreaking turn for Eala fans, but a testament to why Ostapenko has been a mainstay at the top of the game. Now, most young players would have folded after losing a lead like that. But Alex Eala isn't most players. Trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy, she has that never-say-die spirit baked into her DNA. She came out in the second set like a woman on a mission. She wasn't just matching Ostapenko, she was outplaying her. The precision on Eala's lefty forehand was slicing through the court, and she quickly raced to a massive 5-1 lead. Double break. Total control. It felt like a third set was inevitable. Eala even had a set point in the 8th game. This was the moment. One more point, and we'd be heading to a decider. But this is where the match turned from a contest into a legendary comeback. Ostapenko, facing the exit door, decided to go for broke. She started swinging with a freedom that only comes when you feel you have nothing left to lose. One winner, then another. The lines that were being missed earlier were suddenly being clipped by millimeters. As the game started slipping away, you could see the tension rising on Eala's side of the net. It's a difficult position to be in, leading 5-1 and watching that lead evaporate. Do you stay aggressive? Do you play it safe and hope for an error? Eala tried to stay steady, but Ostapenko's momentum was like a freight train. The Latvian won 1 game, then 2, then 3. Before we knew it, it was 5-5. The psychological shift was palpable. Ostapenko had all the air in the room, and she didn't stop until she had won 6 straight games to close out the set 7-5 and the match in straight sets. The final stats tell a story of a match played on a knife's edge. Both players had 9 breakpoint opportunities. Ostapenko was just slightly more clinical, converting 6 of hers, while Eala managed 4. But the numbers don't show the raw emotion of those final games. For Eala, it's a tough pill to swallow, to be so close to a career-defining win over a former world number 5 and see it slip away. However, if we look at the bigger picture, this match is actually a huge green flag for her career. Think about where Alex Eala was just a year or 2 ago. She was grinding through the ITF circuit, trying to find her footing. Now, in 2026, she is taking Grand Slam champions to the limit on the main WTA stage. She proved in this match that her ceiling is incredibly high. Her ability to build a 5-1 lead against a player of Ostapenko's caliber shows that she has the game to compete with the elite. The next step for her is closing, learning how to shut the door when a champion is trying to kick it down. That's a skill that usually comes with age and these kinds of painful experiences. For Ostapenko, this win is a classic reminder of her resilience. She is often criticized for her on-court demeanor or her high-risk style, but you cannot deny her heart. Coming back from 1-5 down in a set is a massive mental feat. It shows that she still has that fire and the belief that she can win from any position. Moving into the quarterfinals against Elena Gabriela Ruse, Ostapenko has sent a clear message to the rest of the draw. She is the queen of Linz for a reason, and if you want to beat her, you have to kill the match off completely. For the Filipino fans watching, there is so much to be proud of. Alex Eala is more than just a tennis player, she's a trailblazer. Every time she steps on court, she is rewriting the history books for her country. Breaking into the top 50 was a milestone, but performances like this suggest that the top 20 isn't just a dream, it's an eventual reality. She has the movement, the left-handed variety, and the mental toughness. Once she polishes that killer instinct in the big moments, she is going to be a nightmare for anyone on the tour. The Linz Open has always been a place where stories are written. It's an indoor tournament with a fast surface that rewards brave hitting, and we certainly saw plenty of that today. While Eala exits the tournament in the round of 16, she leaves with more respect than she entered with. She showed that she belongs. She pushed a former champion to the absolute limit and forced her to produce her best tennis to survive. As we look ahead to the rest of the 2026 season, keep your eyes on Alex Eala. This loss will sting, but it will also serve as fuel. In the post-match interviews, you could see the disappointment, but also the resolve. She knows she was right there. And next time, she might just stay there. So, what did you think of the match? Was it a case of Ostapenko's brilliance or Eala letting the nerves get to her at 5-1? And where do you see Alex Eala's ranking by the end of the year? Do you think she has what it takes to break into the top 10 eventually? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your analysis. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Tennis Desk for more deep dives into the world of professional tennis. We'll be following the rest of the Linz Open closely, so stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.